Hello everyone, and today we're going to be getting all achievements in Digseum, which is a nice and short little incremental. In this game, you dig up relics to display in your museum, which in turn gives you money from the visitors paying to see the relics, which gives you more money to get more relics, so on and so forth. This game was a lot of fun, and I thought it'd be good to do a short-ish video after my massive Demon Souls video that took a whole month to come out. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and leave a comment if you want to see more incremental content on my channel. And as always, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Alright, let's get digging. The game starts with our little blue friend telling us to wake up. It's the opening day of the biggest and best museum in the world. At least it would be, but we don't actually have anything to show off in the museum yet. It looks like we have 3 or so visitors. Not really sure why they're here, given that there isn't anything to look at, but don't worry, there'll be quite a lot more of them shortly. Since we don't have anything to show off, we need to dig up some artifacts, so we travel to the first map, the mud pit, and go and do exactly that. As our little blue friend explains, excavating is pretty simple. On this map, we have a 5x5 grid of squares and enough stamina to dig up 10 of them. We have 2 relics to find here, and we need to find one before our stamina runs out, otherwise we'll be going home empty-handed. Our first go at this isn't too bad. We only find 1 relic, which is the golden monocle, which nets us a nice 3 gold per museum visitor now that we can actually charge them for entry. Since it's our first relic, we also get the achievement, My First Relic. Every relic we collect will get us more gold per visitor, and then we spend that gold to get more visitors, which means more relics. So yeah, the game is very exponential. Currently though, we've only got 2 visitors per minute at a cost of 3 gold per visitor, so we're only getting about 6 gold per minute. We're trying to build the biggest and best museum in the world here, so that simply will not do. This time I get quite a bit luckier and discover both relics well before my stamina runs out. These are the giant feather for 4 gold per visitor and the tall mask for 2 gold per visitor. We also level up the mud pit, which gets us a nice 30% gold bonus per visitor for relics in that area. Much appreciated. We're still only averaging about 2 visitors per minute, but that's 11 gold per visitor and 23 gold per minute, which is massive compared to the 6 we were getting before. It's at this point that our little blue friend explains to us that duplicate relics level up our existing relics, which is good to know. Since it costs nothing to excavate there, I head back to the mud pit and find a second giant feather, which levels it up to 9 gold per visitor. I do a few more attempts, one which nets us nothing, and the other which nets us duplicates of the tall mask and the golden monocle. We're now at a comparatively huge 64 gold per minute, and it's at this point that I start investigating the upgrade system. Some of these, like pickaxe strength and area, are well out of my price range right now, but marketing seemed quite reasonable. This would double our current visitors per minute from 2 to 4, which in turn would double our gold per minute, so naturally I immediately buy it. Our gold gain is actually visibly changing at the bottom of the screen, which is really nice to see. We do a few more excavations, and for some reason we keep getting giant feathers, which by itself gets 41 gold per customer. I'm not sure why these little dudes are paying so much just to see the feather, but I'm not going to turn their money away. We also level up the mask and the monocle, and are making 352 gold per minute, and after buying the second level of marketing, this goes up to 704 gold per minute, which is huge. We also buy the next level of stamina, which gets us 2 more digs per excavation. A few more excavations later, and our money is going through the roof. We buy another level of marketing, boosting our earnings per minute to 2,989. It's at this point that I decide to move on from the mud pit to the Forest of Secrets, which does cost 500 gold to unlock, and 100 gold per excavation. But we make that in a few seconds at this point, so it's well worth it. We start our first excavation, and this time we've got 3 relics to find, of which we find 2. One is the World Tree Acorn, and the other is the Petrified Squirrel. In another run, I get fairy wings, and I almost got this long thing, but a rock gets in my way and I run out of energy. We head back to the museum and upgrade marketing again, and we've got a good few visitors now. Heading back to the forest, we finally get the long thing that we missed earlier, which is the Crescent Charm. On the next run, we also pick up a dream fragment, which will come in handy later. we also get the achievement Mysterious Fragment for picking it up. We continue grinding the forest for a bit, and upon returning to the museum, our little blue friend informs us that each area has a limited supply of dream fragments, so we should try our best to find all of them, though the mud pit doesn't have any fragments. After some more grinding in the forest, we're now at 52,000 gold per minute and a healthy number of visitors. With my newfound wealth, I unlock the next area, Echo Cave, for 8,000 gold. We pretty quickly get a few copies of the Eternal Lantern, the Glistening Ruby, and the Petrified Snake, which is long. It takes a few attempts, but we also get the Fleeting Flute, which is the fourth and final new relic for the caves. The next area, Mushroom Grotto, only costs 40,000, and we're currently getting 189,000 per minute, so that's what we unlock next. Our little blue friend briefly considers eating a mushroom from here, but we understandably convince him that it wouldn't be a very good idea. On our first go in the grotto, we unlock the relic Mr. Fun Guy, which is my favourite relic in the whole game. Not long after, we get the Unbreaking Cobweb, the Staff of the Shaman, and the Crown of Thorns. I went back to the caves to try and find some more dream fragments, and somehow I had so many pickaxe upgrades I was able to get both relics in 2 clicks. It doesn't take long to get the dream fragment from both the Echo Caves and the Mushroom Grotto, since there's only one per world, so our next excavation spot is the Lost Pyramids. After a few attempts, we get some new relics, which are the Pharaoh Mask and the Mummified Body. Upon returning to the museum, we have passed 1 million gold, meaning we have the Millionaire achievement. Our little blue friend also informs us that new upgrades are available. We can prestige for 1 million gold, and that allows us to spend our dream fragments on prestige upgrades. This puts us right back to the start, but we get some powerful upgrades, which are a 5x multiplier to the visitors per minute, an increase to the base location starting level from 1 to 3, and an increase to the base number of visitors from 2 to 10. There are some more powerful upgrades, but for now we only had 3 dream fragments, and we've just spent them all. So we'll have to prestige again if we want more upgrades. Prestiging for the first time also gets us the Dreaming achievement. Those upgrades were clearly worth it, because we now have 50 people with absolutely no relics. Literally, what are you people here to see?
Who are you people?
We are not, unfortunately, earning any money off of these people. So I guess because we cannot in good conscience charge them to see an empty museum, it's back to the mud pit. It doesn't take us long to get some relics back and some money coming in, and hopefully it won't take us as long to get back to where we were before. Here we pick up a few relics that we didn't on our first run, namely the Scarab Shell and the Sacrificial Dagger. Now armed with a massive 3.53 million gold per minute and 4 dream fragments, we prestige a second time for 1 million gold. Here we get the upgrades Prior Knowledge, which increases our relic starting level from 1 to 3. Dreaming of Relics, which increases relic value by 10% per dream fragment we have, and Daydreaming, which makes dream fragments twice as likely to appear. We zip through run number 3 and prestige for a third time, this time specifically rushing for Mystic Radar, which gives us 1 more dream fragment per world, which means we can get more upgrades per prestige. With this equipped, we can get through pretty much the same amount of content, but now we're armed with 9 dream fragments, so we can splash out a bit on the upgrades tree. Here I increase relic value to 300%, increase base stamina to 12, and most importantly, now I will keep all upgrades and unlocked locations even after a prestige. Back to the relic grind. Being able to keep these upgrades is really nice, and it means I actually have a reason to invest in them on these short prestige runs. After a brief relic grind, I'm now getting about 16 million gold per minute, and I also have 12 dream fragments, so it's time for prestige number 5. Prestiging 5 times also gets us the next achievement, Sleep Cycles. I buy a few upgrades for getting more dream fragments, though we're not far from maxing out the tree by the looks of it. Starting run number 6, our pickaxe is now taking massive chunks out of the ground, so farming the relics back up is easy peasy, especially on the earlier levels. Now armed with 332 million gold per minute and a solid 18 dream fragments, I prestige once more for some basic upgrades, as well as keeping all relic levels on a prestige. This is good, because for the next 2 achievements, we'll need to get a relic to level 100, and then to level 1000. Somehow, despite earning 5 billion gold per minute, I haven't unlocked the next area yet, which is a relatively cheap 10 million gold. We unlock it and head to Mount Stone, which as the name might suggest is literally covered in rocks. As our little blue friend says, let's get digging. These rocks are no match for our super pickaxe, and we pretty quickly get the stone idol and the ancient tablet, as well as some more dream fragments. After a few more runs, we also get the heavy coin and the dragon fang. I've now maxed pickaxe strength, though the stamina upgrades are starting to cost E numbers, so that's quite a bit out of our price range. We prestige again with 24 dream fragments and get some really nice relic upgrades, namely keeping all relics on prestige, which is going to be very useful in cutting down the grind. We've now got an absolute sea of people in our museum, and we're now earning 54 billion gold per minute, even after a prestige. We farm up some more relic levels, and all those important dream fragments for a little bit, before spending 100 million to unlock the next world, Snowy Summit. From here, we get the new relics, Ice Mirror and the Snowcaller Horn. At this point, I didn't realise that there were so many worlds, so I unlocked the next one too, Mucky Marsh. Here, we get the Spiritual Totem and the Bottled Fairy. The next world costs 12 billion, and is the Jungle Temple, where we get the Sparkling Emerald and the Ceremonial Mask. The next world costs a whopping 6 trillion gold, and while we could save that up over several minutes, it makes more sense to clean up the areas we just got. Travelling back to the Snowy Summit, we quickly get the Yeti Fur Hood and the Unmelting Icicle. Very cool.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
We also have a huge 44 dream fragments, so it's prestige time. We get a few basic upgrades, but upgrades in the tree are getting a bit expensive now, so we'll need to wait to get more. After farming up some more dream fragments, we obtain some new relics from the Mucky Marsh, the Monster Skull and the Runic Scroll. We also get the Decorated Spear and the huge banana from the Jungle Temple. We're now getting a solid 14 trillion gold per minute, which is more than enough to afford the next area, Volcanic Wasteland. Here, we get the Obsidian Sword, the Dragon Scale, and a bunch of dream fragments. We've now got 63 in total, so it's back to the prestige tree. Importantly here, we unlock a new upgrade type, Wish, and we get a few other nice upgrades to ensure we're getting a ton of dream fragments. Wish is going to be very important for this run, because it allows us to spend dream fragments to upgrade our relic levels directly. This is useful for getting the high relic levels achievement, as well as being something that we can spend our dream fragments on once we've maxed out the prestige tree. Speaking of which, I love how absurd the dream fragments get at this point in the game. Like 80% of the mud pit is just dream fragments, and it only takes us 2 worlds to get more dream fragments than what we had at the less prestige. That's what I like to see. We've now got 142 dream fragments total, and that was only from the first 4 worlds, so it's time to get buying. We get a ton of levels in Endless Dreams, even further increasing the amount of dream fragments in each location, as well as increasing the value of relics in all but the volcano location. Since that prestige, we're now earning into the E numbers, at a healthy 1.25 E15 gold per minute. I think this is about 1.32 quadrillion, but someone correct me if I've counted the zeros wrong. We're very much in made up number territory here. If you thought dream fragments were silly before, look at them now. You literally can't click anywhere without finding one, and also in the mud pit it takes multiple runs to get all the available dream fragments. Running through all the levels for the remaining dream fragments, we eventually come across the final 2 relics in the volcano level, which are the Doomsday Hourglass and the Ember Essence. These only get us gold in the millions, and at this point I'm so rich that I don't have time to be thinking about anything that doesn't have at least 12 digits. After running through all the levels, we have 619 dream fragments, which is massive. Here we finish the upgrades for relic value from each individual area, as well as unlocking godlike relics, which increases a relic's value by 10,000 times every 1,000 levels. Yeesh. There's also this mysterious astrology upgrade, which is locked until we reach the astral plane. No idea what that means, but okay. After farming some more dream fragments, I spam wish a little bit, and it's fairly effective, though it could be better because I haven't upgraded the upgrade yet. We can also buy the next area, Cloudtop Castle, which costs 3e15 gold. Here we get the rainbow feather and the little cloudy relics, the latter of which is another favourite because he's just a little guy. After a few more runs we get the Tempest Staff and the lightning in a bottle. We've got over 700 dream fragments now, so I prestige again and finally max out the base pickaxe strength, which is very expensive and costs like half of my dream fragments. I also max out Miracle, which makes Wish quite a bit better, as I now get several relic levels per fragment instead of just one. Still can't get Astrology though. I spam the Wish button a little bit more and finally get the level 100 trophy. We're also now earning 1.06 E20 gold per minute, so we pay 1.8 E19 to unlock the Rainbow Bridge. As our little blue friend points out, we have no idea how this works, but we're just going with it. From this area we get the Key to Heaven, Goddess Crown, Iridescent Flower, and the Rainbow Cat, which looks suspiciously familiar. After spamming Wish a little bit more, we finally get a relic to level 1000 for level 1000. And we surpass 1e27 gold for the Octillionaire trophy. Finally, we spend 5e26 to unlock the Astral Plane, which is the final area, or at least I think it is? Me and my blue friend have a heart-to-heart about the success of the museum and how far we've come. We've been through a lot and we're almost at the end of the journey, so one last time, let's get digging. The final set of relics here are the Cosmic Sword, the Cosmic Staff, the Star Piece, and the Angel Teardrop. It also looks like we can get unlimited dream fragments here, which would have been nice before maxing out the skill tree, but it means we can pump hella levels into our relics, so I'm not complaining. At long last, we prestige again and we finally buy Astrology, which increases the value of all dream fragments by 6. But now there's another unlock. Turns out the Astral Plane isn't the final area, and this Where Am I upgrade unlocks one more. It costs 1000 dream fragments, so we currently can't afford it, but it shouldn't take too long. Before that though, I spam Wish and get over 1e30 gold per minute, and I finally max out all of the other upgrades. There's no achievement for this, but damn did it feel satisfying. We've now got 3,100 guests per minute, which would equate to about 1.6 billion guests per calendar year, assuming we're open 24/7. For some real life context, the most visited museum in the world, the Louvre, has about 9 million guests per year, so we're clearly way better than them. Also, we're earning about 1e31 gold per minute, which is about 10 nonillion. There really isn't any real world equivalent here, we're earning exponentially more than the entire value of the world's economy every minute. Well, it's time to prestige again, potentially for the last time. We unlocked the secret area, and we've finished the prestige tree. We get the final destination achievement for unlocking it, which is quite ominous. Back in the run, we now have the Brink of Reality in the area's menu, which costs 1000 dream fragments to excavate. Our little blue friend comments on how strange this place feels, like there's an evil nearby. Oh well, gotta get digging I guess. There's only one relic to find here, and despite our maxed out everything, it's not easy breaking these tiles. We're just about to find the relic, and it's this weird pink thing. Our blue friend warns us not to go near it, but oh no. The game starts with our little blue friend telling us to wake up. So yeah, it looks like it was just a dream. The museum, our thousands of guests, and all of our riches. Despite this, we get the Awaken achievement for beating the game. We choose to go back to sleep, and we get a nice credits roll. Well, that's Digseum. A short but very fun incremental about digging up relics and running a museum. I had a lot of fun with this game, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video, because it was also very fun to make. Overall, I'm gonna put Digseum in the B tier of my 100% tier list. It was a short and sweet game, and I'd recommend it to anyone who likes incrementals. Thank you so much for watching, and please consider liking the video and subscribing to my channel, as it'll really help me out. I'm also trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and we're now about a quarter of the way there, after I gained a phenomenal 28 subscribers from the Demon Souls 100%. So if you're one of those 28, or you've previously subscribed, or if you're just watching the video, thanks for supporting my channel, and I really appreciate you. My next video will be on a similar game called All Hail the Orb, which the developers kindly gave me a key for, so I'm going to start on that ASAP. Aside from YouTube, I've also been working on my own Survivors-like game. It's still very early days, but here are some of the sprites I've made. Hopefully when it's finished I can do an 100% video on my own game, so that'll be quite fun. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I hope you all have a lovely day. And with that, I will say, let's get digging.